Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our another important session of Millionaire Mindset Practice. From past so many days, we are discussing each topics which is related to our personal financial well-being. If you have not yet done your financial health checkup, click the link given in the description and make sure that you are finding out what is your score in your financial wellness. Okay, today is a very interesting topic which we are discussing, that is about retirement and how much purpose you have to create for yourself. What are the factors you have to look when you are creating a purpose for yourself? Before moving into this exact in depth of the session, I just wanted to share two important stories, and these are the real stories. I went to Kuwait, I think last year in November, and when I went there, I was giving a session. And after the session, one person came and he was discussing with me about his past. And he was 60+ year old, and he was working in the working in Kuwait from 40 years onwards. And every year he was sending money, whatever he was earning with so much of difficulties, he was sending his wife and children. He wanted to give a good life to his entire family. And their entire family is now in a good position. And at the age of 60, he thought that let me go back and enjoy my retirement with my entire family. Unfortunately, when he came back, his wife is ran away with some other person along with his children. Now imagine the situation. The person who sent entire money with the belief that he is going to have a wonderful retirement life forever. What is his position? Now I asked, why you came back? He said that I don't have any other job. I don't have any money with me. Now in zero. I don't have any option. So I have to come back. As I was working in this company from so many years, it is fortunate that the company owner has so called me back. Now imagine, what if this situation can happen around us? What may be the situation, right? And another person, he is also above 60. He also wanted to be a happy retirement life. And he said that when I wanted to start my new journey with happiness and joy, suddenly illness came. And as I didn't aware about the health insurance, whatever the money which I saved for my entire future, I spent everything for my illness. Not only that, during COVID, these things happened. And he said that I invested my money in mutual fund, thinking that for the future. And he forgot to withdraw and kept that money in a debt fund at that time. And the market was down and he could not able to get that money as well. So these things can happen surrounding us. Now, what is our responsibility? If you're aware about this retirement planning, as you are a proud citizen of India, because in India, we are not having such a social security as other countries are having. Even though you are working, it is your responsibility that you have to take care of your retirement. Retirement is a situation, or like it is a one stage where you are reaping the benefit of all the things all the hard work which you have done from the past so many years. And at that stage, if you are not able to manage your money, if you are not able to get a regular income, it is we can say the full stop, or it may be a very sad situation which you are facing at that time. Because after 60, maybe majority of the people don't want to go for a work. I may not say that there are many people who are working not for their livelihood, but that is their passion. They cannot sit at home. That's why they are working. That's a different situation. But when you wanted to retire in your life, do you have a sufficient corpus which can come for next 30 to 40 years? Your children may be settled in their life, but the same corpus is sufficient for you and for your spouse. So for that, we have to think about, I have came up with 8 powerful strategies which you can implement and which you can think about to create a corpus in your life. The first important strategy that is called as a bucket strategy. Now, what is the meaning of bucket? You may be knowing, right? Bucket, different buckets. It is same thing as whatever the savings you have, please don't save only in one bucket. Make sure that you are dividing your savings into different buckets, depend upon the time horizon. Okay, ensure that when you divide, make sure that you are having funds are available for your emergency. That is the first bucket. Keep it separate so that you need not to worry for your emergencies. Then other buckets, make sure that maybe one bucket which you are keeping for long term, because even 20, 30 years is a long term. Your money has to grow simultaneously. Maybe another bucket, maybe for your own daily expenses, not for the emergencies. Emergencies you have kept. For your daily expenses is one. And another one bucket, maybe for your luxury or like the life which you wanted to live in your which you have expected in your retirement. So divide and make sure that you use only for those particular things so that you can live happily without stress. Second important thing, think about systematic withdrawal. When you have money, you can make sure that there is a systematic withdrawal option where only the money which you require for your every month expenses, that you have to calculate, and you just from your corpus, entire corpus, make sure that only you are withdrawing that, and maybe for 1 year of your expenses is kept in that fund, maybe debt fund and all the money which you have kept in equity or like other funds, so that you are making sure that you are getting good returns from that fund as well for the future. Okay. Third option, third strategy you can use, that is called as annuities. Now, what is the meaning of annuities? Annuities are the steady incomes, which is you are getting, maybe you are investing from some years, and so that you are accumulating a corpus. Maybe after 5 or 10 years, when you wanted to get that money, steady income, you know that this much of money is coming from this investment every month or every year, so that you can plan well in advance. Make sure that be mindful on the fees and the potentials or like potential limitations which the plans which is having. Okay, maybe the taxation part, you have to think about it. Next, fourth one is maximizing your social security. Now, what is the meaning of social security? When you are working, maybe you have, it is not a time when you have to think about your retirement, maybe 2 years or 3 years before your retirement. It is a time when you started your job, you have to think about your retirement. At that time, start investing in EPF. That may be a one option where you are so disciplined that every month the amount will be deducted. Second, maybe there is an option called NPS, National Pension Scheme. Okay, there may be like you can invest, like even for tax exemption, you can invest apart from 1.5 lakh rupees, you can invest 50,000 more. And that you can do from the beginning of your career without unknowingly that money is going and lying in that pension account, and maybe you are getting some good return from that. Okay, so that is without your knowledge, you are investing and you are disciplined there. Okay, next important thing is health insurance. Don't ever forget to take a health insurance for yourself, for your spouse. And another thing, there are many plans which is giving you co-payment when you are opting for the health insurance after 61. Make sure that you are planned properly. What are the limitations you are having? What is the co-payment you are having? And all other things depend upon your health issues. Make sure that you are having a sufficient coverage for you and for your spouse. That's a very important aspect. Next important thing, as I mentioned, like diversification. Maintain a well-diversified investment portfolio so that you can manage risk and capture growth opportunities as well. You are managing your risk. Simultaneously, you are making sure that your investment is growing and at least that investment is beating the inflation. Next important thing is long-term care planning. What is it meaning? There may be a chances that you may require somebody's help during your retirement or your old age. You may not have thought about that. Maybe at that time, your children may be away from you. Maybe some family members may not be. It is your responsibility that what may come in the future, you be ready. Maybe you wanted to hire one, like a caretaker. or maybe you have to hire one nurse, or maybe you have to spend some amount of money for post hospitalization, or maybe some regular checkups. All those things you include in your list. Make sure that you are thinking and managing without depending upon somebody else. Okay, next important thing is, last but not the least, take a professional guidance. You may not be aware about these, some of the terms which I have explained now. Maybe some of the things, maybe it is you have not even thought, not listened. Maybe it is the first time you are listening. At that time, take a professional guidance, because it is a money matter. You have to think about not only investment, you have to think about risk, you have to think about the inflation, you have to think about your future lifestyle as well, and you have to think about taxation part as well. Not final thing, you have to make one will. We are discussing more about will part tomorrow. That is another topic, interesting topic. We will discuss about that tomorrow. So these are the things you have to maintain in your list when you wanted to create a lump sum amount for your retirement. And make sure that you are having a financial security, you are having a peace of mind for the entire life, and you are you are having lot of options which is available. You understand what is the policy features, premium, everything you understand, and take a right decision. Wise decision is very, very important at right time. So this is about today's interesting topic. I hope all of you like this topic and you learned something about it. If you learned something, you write down in the description what is that you learned from this topic. And my humble request with all of you, don't ever postpone your retirement planning, and don't think that I will plan for my retirement maybe after 50 or 55. God only knows that what can happen at that time. This is the right time. From your bucket, from your investment, from your income, keep one portion only for your retirement. I'm not saying that sacrifice everything and keep a separate fund for your retirement. At least 5%, 10% allocate for your retirement itself, along with your other goals. Okay, thank you so much. And we are having an interesting session on Saturday evening. If you want to be a part of that, you can be a part of that and click a link given in the description there and join our group. And you are having very good, interesting sessions, topics we are discussing in the group as well. Thank you so much. And if you like the video, if you wanted to share it, if you know somebody who is in the retirement stage, or like who is planning for who has not yet planned for the retirement, please send this video to them so that they can also learn and they can also have a joyful, peaceful retirement for their life. Okay, thank you so much.